Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to our first Sakusen podcast. Sorry
Yay.
for the very, very delayed. It was a bit difficult to find the right time zone, and
Mhm.
but we finally doing it. So I guess with that, we will start our self introductions. You may go start, Mino.
Okay, so my name is Mino. You may know me as Mino46 on Twitter. So my Kamiyoshi is Koike Minami, and my Niyoshi are Fujiyoshi Karin and Takemoto Yui.
Yay! Nice to
Yay.
meet you, Mino.
Nice to meet everyone.
Yep, so I'm Shiro, the resident Yuka Oshi in Sakusen. So, yep, you may know me as Shiro Bear 18 in Twitter and in WSS. So, yep, Yoroshiku.
Yay! Nice to meet you, Shiro. All right, so I'll introduce myself. I'm Tam. You may know me as Korobizaka on Twitter. And my Oshi is Endo Hikari and Yamasaki-ten. Yay! Had to, yeah, Hikari went
Okay.
up my list, so I have to mention both of them
Yay.
now.
Hey.
That's you.
Yeah.
All right. So now you know who we are. Sadly, Mitch had was not able to join us for today, but she'll be able to join us in the future
Hopefully, if she
podcast
doesn't run away.
episodes.
Yeah.
So, but we wanted to go ahead and give a rundown on the anniversary project, and then we will just for funsies, we'll we'll do a short reaction at the end of the episode, talking about the third single that the formation was just announced, like 2 hours ago. So we have a lot of thoughts. So hopefully you guys could stick until the end and consider donating to the anniversary project if you have not yet. So with that, as you guys may all know, Sakuzaka Central has been arranging the first anniversary project for Sakurazaka 46. And as kind of an international news base, we wanted to get our, the fans together to celebrate the group's first anniversary on December 9th, 2021. And our goal is to do an ad display for the members in New York's Times Square. It is a very ambitious project, but we have gotten through so much progress so far, and we really want to make this happen. So, um, as we mentioned, the main target is the billboard in Times Square. I have been in contact with Inspiria Advertising, which is the company that does the contracts for Times Square billboards. So I've been in contact with them for the past whatever, like 2-3 months or so, and we've been going back and forth discussing everything from prices and the different billboards. So we are so from the interest form, we know that Nasdaq and Reuters, no, sorry, Nasdaq and 221 are the most popular billboards that we want to aim for, but they're also some of the most expensive. So we were able to find there's an alternative option of the $3,000 billboard in Times Square, and we actually just met that quota to be able to afford that one. But yeah, I don't know, Shira, if you want to show the photo
Yeah, let me
of
just.
our little billboard.
Yeah, so for
Hmm?
now, this is the donation progress to the 3,000.
Yes.
So we reached that one.
Yay.
And our billboard is this.
Yes.
It's a
We
tiny little thing, but it's a
It's small.
start, I think.
it's the
Yeah.
start. We reached Times Square, guys.
Yes, we
We're
are
in
going
Times Square.
international.
Okay, so yep.
so so with that, I could I should be able to, successfully negotiate a contract for that billboard if this is the highest that we go. But I think we all want to make the
A
big
big
boys in Times Square. We want to make an impact. So if you go to the Sakurazaka 101 website, you could see the potential projects list. So on here, we have kind of listed the main ones that we were looking at. So Reuters, I think, is our main goal. It's anywhere from $7,000 to $10,000 per day. But because this is a contracted thing, if we're able to raise more money, I should be able to kind of try to negotiate a way to still get on there. We could maybe negotiate for less time,
yeah.
um, you know, that kind of thing. So we just even though we've met our first threshold, we want to be able to make the biggest impact that we can. So I think so for now, our goal is to kind of get a bit more of a competitive pricing, to make the big the big one. I guess the other alternate billboard that we're looking at was 221, which is the one after this. Yeah, this one is like kind of the wraparound one. It's not as popular as Reuters, but it's an alternative in case I'm not able to negotiate for Reuters. But now you see our options. Now you guys could see what we have aimed for, what we have already reached. So we still have time until December, so we want to kind of raise that fundraising amount and kind of get something a bit more competitive so we could sign those contracts.
Yeah.
All right.
I think we were planning to rent it by September, but after talking back to forth, the person we are in contact with said that we can try to extend until like just before the anniversary, so we have a
Yes.
longer time period to collect the donations.
Yes, thank you for mentioning that. So the original deadline that we kind of had was August, but after emailing them, we were able to kind of extend that, and now we have more time to get the word out. So our goal, or our next steps going forward, is to, of course, raise more money within our English speaking international fandom. But I think we also want to start reaching out to Japanese and Chinese speaking fans to help us reach our fundraising goal. And we would appreciate if anyone listening to the podcast who may have any connections in those fandoms, if you could reach out to us and maybe kind of coordinate a way of getting our word out. We're working on like translating these the text to Japanese and Chinese. We probably won't have like the full very as in detail as we do have it in English, but we want to get grab the enthusiasm from everywhere we can. So that is the general outline of the project. Mino, was it Mino or Shiro?
Shiro. Shiro,
Shiro, please go ahead and explain the other stuff.
Yep. So the planned way or the best way or our preferred way of donation is coffee. So through coffee. So you can also see it here in our website, the coffee link. So here. So we got this is the main donation platform. So another donation platform that we have is for local donation. So we have for Philippines, you can course it to Sir Yeager. So yep, and here is it. It's through Paymaya. And for Indonesians, there's a link here on how to donate uh via coffee. I think they are linking it to coffee, but yeah, it's an Indonesian guide as well. So I think for Thai fans, are we still in discussion?
no, they didn't get back to us, but they donated anyway, so that's good.
So they are
We're very
donating.
grateful.
Yep. So yeah,
Yeah.
they are donating to in coffee. So, yep, I think that's it. So, yeah,
Okay, so
mhm.
here is the scroll up and so if we don't get to don't negotiate for the Times Square billboard, I have been in contact with an advertising planner for Japan billboards. So the group's main office is in Rokubancho. So we were thinking about renting billboards, maybe at least two with the money we got.
Mhm.
But since it's Japan, we need to be mindful of the copyright issues. So
Yes.
probably can't go as wild as we can for Times Square. So for Times Square, we were planning to just YOLO it.
Yeah, we were gonna use like probably footage from like music videos and that kind of thing, but because of like copyright issues in Japan, in order to get um you know we would ideally have to use fan art.
Yeah,
Otherwise, we'd have to get some sort of written consent from the management, and I don't
oh,
think we don't even know how to start with that. So I think it's possible, it's definitely an option, but again, we are internationally based, and I think we want to make a big splash.
yeah. And the prices we estimated on the website are the ones that we search online. We're still discussing the estimated price with our advertising manager in Japan. So maybe we'll update it on the page and inform it on the Twitter when we get more information.
Yep. So
Yeah,
for now, we put the estimated cost to 300 to 1,000 USD for the Japan billboards.
yeah, depends on the size and how much we go for. Okay,
Mhm.
next is the giveaway. Hopefully, this will entice more people to donate because in order to give back to the people who donated the project, we, as in all the Sakusen members, are planning to do a giveaway for every $1 donation. So they can choose any one official Sakurazaka related item from Amazon or Amazon Japan, and we will buy it and send it to you. So if I don't know when this giveaway is ending, but if you want to buy the new Sakurazaka third single, you can also. So, but the price must not be more than 10,000 yen, and there will only be one winner. So, why is it 10,000 yen? Because we want most of our money to go to the project itself. So, I hope you guys understand why it's only one winner and we are limiting it. And this,
And also, the giveaway is fully funded by us, the staff. So we hope that this could entice more people to donate. One more thing that we didn't mention, I think, is that you guys are welcome to donate at any time, as many times as you want, multiple times. You could donate like what, $10 this week, and then you could donate another $10 in like a month. But you know, don't when you have the means, we would appreciate every dollar, I think.
yeah. Okay, so the next one is Shiro.
Yeah. So we received a question way before. So apologies if we're just answering it right now. So one question was they are suggesting that if we will be considering charity project when the funds don't reach the goal. So yeah, the charity project is a nice idea, but we have alternate or other projects that we have already thought of once we don't reach the Times Square. So we can consider it in the future.
Yeah, you could see our alternate projects on the website. Obviously, we did mention the billboard in Japan as our main secondary goal, but we also have other goals in mind. We have other projects in mind. If we have given the time and the resources.
You can look it up on my website.
Yes.
Link it
Please
below.
do check our website out.
Yeah, we'll link it in the description below.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, I think it kind of wraps up our general summary and I guess the one question that we received. But hopefully this gives you a better idea of our goals with the project, and being able to kind of see everything visually could help you guys spread the word, and hopefully you could consider donating. So
Yeah,
with that,
again, we are sorry for the month and a half because we were hard to coordinate the time to record.
yeah, we had to kind of straighten everything out in terms of the script, and the timing was perfect too, since we did just meet the threshold for the smallest Times Square billboard. But it did take a while to coordinate that portion, the recording times. But hopefully you guys kind of got an idea of what we're trying to do here. So with that, I think we could go on to the fun part of the podcast, and we will talk about our reactions to the third single, Formation, an announcement that just came out a few hours ago.
It was very exciting to see.
Yes. So we have a brand new center for the single, Tamura Hono. What is everyone's thoughts on having a new center and having it be Hono?
I think they are fully capitalizing with her PB is coming up few days before the single.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wait, a few days before, after the single. I know her PB is coming out next month. This month, I forgot.
Yeah, it's this month. I was confused for a second. I was like, what?
Yeah, it's coming out this month, and the single will be coming out 2 months later. So
Yeah, in 2 months' time.
yeah, the interesting part is the single will be coming out on the same last day of Keyakizaka. So the last day of the last live.
Oh yeah, the day, yeah,
Yeah.
and then the day that they premiered Nobody's Fault. So
Yep.
it's perfect timing. Even though we had to wait for a bit.
Yeah. So
So we also have a new coupling song center. We have Risa, who is finally getting her chance to center a song by herself, and we also have Hikaru returning. So what's everyone's thoughts on the coupling song centers?
I think that we finally getting a first gen center is great, to be honest.
yep.
At
I
least
think
at least we
yeah.
know that at least we know that the management are still considering them as centers and not just focusing on the new blood.
That's a good point, yeah.
Yeah, since this formation of Sakurazaka, I think Risa is the first one that will be centering as the first gen, as a first gen.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I also think she and Pon did a great job on supporting the centers in the first two singles that were released.
Yeah. Not to mention how they, both of them have done like a great job. When it came to like Keaki, when they had to like step up and take up the center role, I think they both did very good jobs. So I think seeing Risa center her own song for this single feels very deserved. And I think, you know, keeping Hikaru as one of the B-side centers, I think kind of, you know, it, I think she is the ace of the group after all. So I think it is kind of good to kind of keep her in that role to give her a chance to continue centering. I think that's one of the more contentious decisions I think people wanted to see.
Yeah.
Like
And
a whole new batch of centers. But I think, it doesn't. I don't think it looks very good for the group either to completely neglect the the initial center and the ace. I think it's good that you have that
Yeah,
balance of, you know, we have a brand new like title track center, and we have, you know, a chance of seeing the first gen member center. But I think it's important that they don't neglect the member that they push initially, because I think it doesn't. I don't think it looks very good um, for the like the management to do that.
yeah, I agree. And like Hikaru still has the most public recognition from the two singles. So I
Yep.
think it's
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, since she's
I think
entered the
it's
Her,
good to continue cultivating that
yep.
interest.
yeah.
Um, so for I know it's already a bit sudden. I mean, it's a bit thinking a bit ahead, but seeing this, you know, this new batch of centers, what would you like to kind of see going, like kind of moving in the future? Would you like seeing these three as centers again for the next single, or do you want to see kind of a new pattern?
Yeah, for me,
I don't.
this yeah, for me, I'm happy because Hono is my second gen Oshi. So I'm happy that she's given a chance, but I didn't expect that she's getting it right now. Since I'm
Yeah,
expecting more of like Ten or Karin rotating within the center position since they have the experience way before.
Yeah,
right,
I agree.
right.
Yeah, but yeah,
As-
it's good that they really put someone there that's not or didn't have any center experience yet. It feels
Yeah,
Yeah,
agreed,
fresh.
agreed.
Yep, it feels fresh on that one. And also for the next part, since we got Risa center already, so I'm hoping or guessing, more on hoping that they will be putting Pon in the next single as well,
Yeah,
at least a
yeah.
B-side center.
I think that would
Our
be
center
nice.
is long overdue, to be honest.
A center and a solo song would be nice for next thing. Oh, who knows? They might surprise us and put some units. Who knows? But
Hopefully, it's
or
still
at least for like maybe the theater track or something. The theaters, not the theater. I'm thinking about AKB, the normal edition CD. Wow, did I just like show my age in the fandom? um, yeah, no, I think I would like to see Pon send her a coupling song next single, and
hopefully
I
another
think it would
super.
be nice. You know, I think I think it would be cool to see maybe 10 centering the next single after, but I mean it depends on the timing as well. But if not, I think it would be nice to see Ozono center on the coupling tracks, since we haven't had any of the new second gens um,
I
even
think
enter the
the
Sakura
Actually,
8.
yeah, actually
I
we need.
think the new and Jen need to be in Sakura 8,
Mhm.
at least one of them next single from
Exactly.
Yep. Actually, they added
Jan. But
more first gens in the Sakura 8.
Yeah.
yeah,
So I guess
a lot of
this could transition to our next topic, which is our thoughts on the Sakura 8. There's a lot of first gens added. What are your thoughts?
I think it's nice. Again, it's well deserved. I think
Hmm.
Mhm.
Habu been in third role and in the title track since the first single,
Hmm.
and she's solid choice for Sakura 8. And Pei-chan, her fans are working very hard. I mean, the Japanese fans supporting her despite her not being in the title in the first single and getting
Right.
the third row in the second single, and finally she's getting her Sakura 8 recognition.
Yeah.
Well, but like with new Sakura 8, there's going to be someone that's gonna be dropped. And
Hmm.
for me, as we just mentioned, my Koshi was Mi-chan and Karin. I was expecting I was expecting Mi-chan to be dropped. I was fully preparing myself, but I wasn't expecting for Karin to be dropped as well because
Mm.
it was the center for the two singles. At most, I thought that she would be dropped to Sakura 8 only, but I think she and Micha is going to be fine. So people don't go crazy in Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that I did predict that Michan and Karin would be dropped out of Sakura 8. I gotta say though, I was not expecting the members who re-entered or who entered Sakura 8 in return. I think that Peichan and Habu very deserved, I think. But
Oh
I
yeah.
was actually expecting Ozono and Matsuri to enter. Uh, Matsuri mostly because, she's the vice captain, and I think, good for her to kind of get that experience in Sakura 8. But, Ozono, she's been a rising star. So I was expecting her to enter as well because I think, management likes her a lot. But I think just seeing those five members in the second row together, I think they just match so well. And I'm very happy with the decision to have those first gens in the second row.
Yeah.
And for the first row, I think having Ten is not a center for this single, but I'm happy that she got the chance at first row because the past two singles she has not been, and I think it's a good trade-off to in exchange for entering the first row, she's dropped one of her center songs, but I think it's good experience, and I think it won't tire her out as much to be centering songs.
Mm-hmm.
So overall, I'm surprised at the new additions to Sakura 8, but I'm quite happy, and I think for next single, if they change up the members again, I think it'd be nice.
Yeah, I think this change up is a start of something. Like
Yeah.
it's a start of a sign that they are willing to do a shuffle. Unlike in the
Yeah.
Yeah,
first two singles that they keep the same Sakura 8 and just exchange Hono and
Yes.
Yuka position. But now they really did put members from the third row going to Sako 8 and dropping Sako 8 members to the third row.
yeah.
Yeah, just one comment. Uh all of our exclusive models are Sako 8. So we got like four models in
That's
second
true.
row, 10 in first
Yeah.
row. Yuka and Hikaru has a serialization on magazines. So I bet they are pushing Hono to have a contract somewhere.
Yes. Let's get her in Can Cam.
Yeah.
What?
I want to see Hano Cam Cam, but she hasn't done anything with them yet, so I'm not getting my hopes up. But I think that considering the other members, like the members in the other groups, like for Nogizaka, it's Yamashita Mizuki, and in
Hmm.
Hinatazaka, it's Kato Shiho. So I think Hono, very good visual as well. So I think
Uh,
she would match
and
those
just
other
a
two.
little graduating. There's a free slot for Sakamichi
Which
Yeah,
magazine?
Can Cam.
Oh yeah.
yeah. Sayudin is graduated from Can Cam as well. So good
So you
chance
might
to
see
get a new
Sakura
model.
Zaka, hopefully. Uh,
um,
overall Senbatsu thoughts. Okay,
yeah. So what's
the,
everyone's overall Senbatsu thoughts?
for the title track, all of them sold out except one.
Oh, you mean in
So
Meguri?
yeah, in Meguri.
Yeah,
And the one that didn't sell out was Chikemon. I think that they are rewarding her for her performance in the Back's life. So I
yeah.
think it's
Agreed.
great that to see that. And just especially because she's my Oshi as well.
So greedy with those shoes.
Yep.
Yeah,
I mean
it's
all
greedy.
of her Oshis are in the title song.
Yeah, yeah. All
It's
my three
true.
Oshis are in the title.
Well, I had to say, and Hikari is not so. But Yeah, no, I think it was a good idea to include Chikemon in the Senbatsu because as was mentioned, she was probably like one of the biggest stars in Back's Live. Her band was phenomenal,
Mm-hmm.
and also I think she's been doing great. I mean, she's always been great at variety, but I think she's been doing very well as well. And she's one of those that does get outside jobs
Yep.
quite often. So I think it's very deserved. I know some people were maybe expecting Kira to enter because she was actually the next fastest handshake seller,
Mm-hmm.
but
Really now.
I think she'll get her chance.
Yep.
It may not be for this single, but she'll sure. I mean, I feel like she's very liked by man. I mean, I think most of the members are pretty well
Fond
liked
of
by
her.
management, but I think she's definitely one of them, and I think she'll get. And all the members love her so much. I'm
Yep.
sure she'll
Yep.
get her chance, and she's still young compared to everyone else as well.
Yep.
But I think the general formation. I think it looks really good. I think the front row they look good together. The second row, the first gens look amazing, and
Uh,
then I
is
think
Hero
Karin
during
and
this?
hmm?
The only complaint I have is that Hikari, Onuma, and Fuchan have been in the same songs for the last three singles.
Yes, I was mentioning that before, but yeah, no, it's a bit. Yeah, those three have been in the same song, so I feel like we'll probably see the Hikari centered song being maybe dance heavy with those
Yep. Because
three in there.
mhm. Based on the previous
Yeah.
singles, the 10 B-sides are really dance heavy, like Sorega Ai and what's the other one?
Hanshin Hangi.
Hanshin
Ashihani.
Hangi.
Hanshin Hangi. Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting. Oh, actually, wait, no, Inori was in the title track last time, but Inori and Aoi were in the same song for the
Yeah.
first single, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Um,
Oh,
and
Kira, I think. Yeah, Kira was in Nazeko as well.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then oh wait, Yumiko and Marino have been the same song, right?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So so Hikari, Onuma, and Fuika the same song for the past three singles, and Marino and Yumiko. It's interesting. It's interesting. Um,
Yep.
yeah, I
Also,
think.
this single, Akanen and Kira got separated. Oh,
The Maden's daughter.
yeah. So maybe it's time for Risa to come to Kira. Yeah.
So I guess overall, what's everyone's favorite lineup?
Uh,
For me, I can choose. Just because my Kamihoshi is in Sako It. So I can't really choose.
Yeah.
all my three Oshis are in the title track, if I'm being biased.
Yeah, I think the title track is very strong, but something about the Lisa centered song, I like the combination of those members as well. So I'll look forward to it.
Yeah, for Risa song, I
I
think
think
majority of them is first gens.
yeah, it's true. I think the only I would probably swap Aoi and Nen, um, just because I think like Uemura, Ozeki, and Aoi, I think they match very well. But I think you know still I'm still interested in seeing what kind of songs they're gonna be singing.
Yep.
Yeah. Overall, we're gonna see how the single plays out. And since Kono is centering the title track, I don't think it's going to be what everyone thought is going to be based on the teaser.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like you know, because it seemed like very dark and rainy. I think a lot of people expect it to be kind of like a darker, like a cooler track. I think some people compared it to like
Eccentric.
Garasu.
I was
Like
thinking, I was from the teaser, I wasn't thinking Garasu or eccentric. I was thinking Kazefuka.
I see that, but then also I feel like the tone, just like the rain, I think I thought of like Kazefuka and but I think like the tone of the video gave me more Garasu, like eccentric vibes, like this kind of darker vibe. So I didn't expect Hono to center that kind of song, but I'll look forward to it.
Yeah, we'll see how it turns out.
All right. Does anybody have any last comments or last thoughts regarding the third single? Or if you want to go back and have any remaining comments for the first anniversary project, now's the time to say.
But I think we said all the things that we want to say and already got out all I wanted to say about the third single Senbatsu and how Michan and Karin was left out. But we're gonna look forward to everything. And that all the members are still well loved and they all work hard for it.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what this new single has to offer, and I hope that we will get more than 3 music videos. That's my that was my main hope for this single, and hopefully we get it. But aside from that, thank you for listening to.
And solos and units.
Yeah,
Even though it's
solos and
been
units songs.
That would be nice too.
Yep. Also, just to
Um,
keep an emphasis on the giveaways. So yeah,
oh yes, yeah. Don't
yeah,
forget, guys.
10,000 yen can buy you all the 4 types of uh third single, like type A to D, and you can throw in Tamura Hono PB as well, and it can fit.
Yeah,
promo though.
yeah. So you could definitely, if you're looking forward to the third single, donate some money so we could celebrate it as well. All right. So I guess, with that, I would like to thank everyone for listening. Please do spread the word about our project and be excited for the third single. We have a lot to look forward to. Let's let's have a strong second half of the year, everyone. All right.
Agreed.
I think I say bye bye now.
Thank you.
All right.
Yep.
Thank you
Thanks
for
Thank
everyone.
you,
listening.
everyone.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.